Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful poncho. Actually, this idea was shared by one of you, so I really appreciate that you take your time to share this kind of ideas and to let me teach you how to make it. Remember that I always try to look for the best way and for the easiest way to make something. So thanks for trusting and for sharing these ideas with me. I will show you how you can make the poncho, and I already have a video where you can learn how to make the flower if you want, or also you can decorate it with a different flower, with a brush, or with a bottom. But well, before we start, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. Remember that it's completely free. Okay, we will use these two different colors. As you could see, the material is between light and medium weight yarn. I will make it with two threads and with the needles. Okay, we will start by the neck and we will need 400 grams of this material, 200 grams in one color and 200 grams in shades of in a different color, obviously, that can make combination and that you like the colors that you want to use. We will use the needles of number 5 and needles of number 10 and also a hook of number 4 millimeters. Remember that this poncho it's in a standard size, so I think that it's unisize, so it can be used for small or large size, so it's perfect. We will start casting on the stitches first in the needles of number 5. So we will use two threads. I know that there are different ways to cast on the stitches. This is the easiest way to me to cast on because like this you won't waste any extra material. So it's like if you were to knit, this is how I cast on the stitches. You see, as you could see also, we will use two threads, so please take two threads together. Like this, we are going to cast on 120 stitches. Okay. Also, if you want, you can cast on the stitches like you know, but well, to me, this is the easiest way. So 120 stitches. Well, I cast on 120 stitches. Now we are going to knit. The secret and the beauty of this poncho is that we will use the same stitch through all the project. So we will knit all the stitches like this, and I will make some rows that will be the rows for the neck. Once we fold it, we will have the neck. So I will make approximately 5-6 centimeters with the same stitch. Okay, knitting. At the end I will tell you how many I made. Okay, like this. Okay, so remember that when we go and when we came back, we create this pleat. Okay, so we are going to count the pleats that we made. So here I have 4 pleats in the wrong side and also in the right side 3 pleats, and here we were creating the fourth. So I made 4 pleats, and then we are going to continue with the same stitch, but now we are going to change needle and we are going to take the needle of number 10 and we are going to knit one by one, okay, all the stitches. Remember to count and to always have 120 stitches. And well, we are going to go and also we are going to came back. So if you count it like this, we are going to make 2 rows with these needles. We will use only the rows of the needles of number 10, and we are going to make these rows like this. Also we are going to continue knitting. Okay, so see you at the end of these 2 rows. Okay, so here I finished just one row. I want to stop right here. We will leave the needles of number 5, so as I told you, we are going to continue with the needles of number 10. Well, according to my combination, and also to be honest, I don't have enough material, so I will use this skein of yarn that has shades of black and gray, so I will cut this thread and I will continue with the other. So here, as I told you, I'm going to change color and will cut the gray thread, and now I will use this skein of yarn that has shades of gray, black and white. So I will make a knot, so the comment rows will be with this combination, and I will change a little bit. So here we will take these two threads together. Remember, be careful and always take these two threads. So now look, we are going to pass the first stitch to the needle, and then we are going to reduce. We are going to take these 4 threads, that means 2 stitches together. You see 4 threads, 2 and 2. We are going to bring them through and knit. Like this is how we are going to reduce. Then we are going to continue taking 1 stitch by 1. I know that there are different ways to knit. My mom used to take and insert the needle like this, and she knit like this, but I don't know that way. This is the way that I knit, so to me this is the easiest. Well, we are going to continue like this the whole row and see you at the end, because also there we are going to reduce, but I want to show you how. So see you at the end of the row. Okay, so we are going to finish the row the same, knitting 1 by 1. Okay, and here's where I told you where we are going to reduce. We are going to turn around. Remember that we still have the needles of number 10. So we are going to reduce always in the same side. So we are going to take the first stitch and then the next 2 stitches. So these 4 threads, we are going to knit them together to reduce. But well, like this, we are going to continue making more rows, always in the same side. We are going to reduce. Okay, remember that we finished this row and then we come back, and then when we arrive where we started, we are going to reduce again. If you want, put a marker to point it out where you are going to reduce. Okay, always here in this same side, and we are going to make a poncho like half moon. So we are going to continue making more rows with these needles. Please always make sure that you take 2 threads. Well, I did continue, okay, making more rows. I have changed the color a little bit here. I cut and I used to crochet, and then for the rest I continue. I have 55 centimeters and I ended with 50 stitches. Remember that we reduced 1 at the beginning here of this row, and we continue with the needles of number 10. And well, remember that we started with 120 chains and then we reduce until we have 50. I give you the centimeters, but remember that it will depend on how you need it to. But well, I think that this is a standard size. So far it's perfect. Now I will show you how we are going to pin off. And now with the hook we are going to make a different stitch to decorate all around, and I will show you how we are going to make it. Well, look, this is how we are going to bind off. We are going to take 2 stitches together, we are going to knit them and take this loop back to the needles where we have gathered all the stitches. Again, we are going to knit 2 together, we are going to bring back this loop, and like this is how we are going to continue until we finish. At the end we are going to end with just 1 loop and we are going to make a knot right there. I forgot to tell you that it's important that we bind off a little bit loose, okay? Because if not, the shape will distort. So pay attention and be careful there. So once we finish, now we will start to decorate. We are going to start these rows under the first rows that we made for the neck, remember? So right there we are going to put a new thread. You will decide, in this case I will make it in black, and I will use the hook of number 4. And we are going to make the famous Solomon's knot. So we are going to make like a big chain. We are going to come back and insert the hook right there and make single crochet. Again, pull, bring them through, insert the hook right here in the back of the kind of this chain and single crochet. As this is the Solomon. The Solomon has two pieces, okay? And then we are going to skip one space, and in this space next to it, single crochet again, pull, come back, make single crochet, pull, insert your hook, make single crochet. So here we have made two Solomon's knot, right? 1 and 2, skipping one space. So to make this third Solomon's knot, we are going to make it right away. We won't skip any space. We will insert the hook right in the first space. So as you could see, we are going to make two Solomons, skipping one space between and one without. So now it's time that we make two Solomons two Solomons, leaving one space between, and in the third we won't skip any space. Well, like this is how we are going to continue, just that in the corners of our poncho we are going to make one Solomon's knot after the other, okay? It's important that we don't tie too much, and the secret of this stitch is that we always pull the hook at the same distance. Here, for example, in this corner we are going to make Solomons one after the other to avoid the sponge effect, right? So we are going to make like 5 spaces from here and 5 spaces to the other side when we are going to make one Solomon after the other. And remember that in the sides we are going to continue with this pattern, okay, where we are going to make one Solomon and skip one space, and in the second Solomon again we will skip one space, and in the third Solomon we won't skip any space. We will insert the hook right after it. So like this is how we are going to continue. Remember, in the corners we are going to make one Solomon after the other, and like this in all the corners that we have. For example, we have other corner right here, so we are going to make the same. We are going to finish this row, and then we are going to make a second row with Solomon's knot too. Okay, so here I finished the first row. I wanted to tell you that I made 4 Solomons in one side and 4 Solomons in the other, one after the other, to keep the shape of the corner, and I made the same in the other side too. So here I finished the row. And well, let me show you how we are going to make the second row. So we are going to turn around. Well, so here I finished, as I told you, the first row. Now to start with the second row, remember that the Solomon's knot has 2 pieces, so we are going to make just one, and we are going to insert the hook and slip one in the first knot that we have. Like this, we are going to continue the edge, having the edge straight. Then we are going to make the Solomon, the 2 pieces of the Solomon, and we are going to insert the hook right in the first knot that we have, and right there as single crochet. Again, we are going to make Solomon. Remember that the Solomon knot has 2 pieces, so we are going to make one Solomon complete, and then we will insert the hook right in the top of the next Solomon. And like this is how we are going to continue making more rows. I will make more rows in black, but also I have left some gray, so I want to use all the material that I have left. So I think that at the end I will make some rows with gray just to see how it looks, and until you get the long that you want for your edge. Well, I will cut right here. Remember, later we are going to hide this thread, and at the end with this color I made 4 rows of Solomon's knot the same way as I show you. So now, as I told you, I want to use the gray material that I have left, and I think that it will look good too. So right here in the corner is where we are going to start with this row Will be also salmon's knot, but we are going to make a picot. So we are like this is how we are going to finish to decorate our beautiful poncho. So remember, first we are going to make the first half of the salmon's knot. We will go up with 3 chains and we are going to come back and slip one to make a picot in the same place where we started. Then we are going to make the second piece of the salmon's knot and we are going to insert the hook in the next knot and single crochet. You see? Then we are going to pull, make the first part of the salmon, then 3 chains to make the picot. We are going to come back where we started to make the 3 chains. We are going to slip one and again the second part of the salmon. Like this is how we are going to continue all around until we finish with the row, and for now this will be the last row. This is how I will decorate and finish my poncho. So well, remember that at the end we are going to hide all the threads that we may have and we are going to leave it like this. In this case we won't iron this spread, we will leave it like this. This is ready to wear, and just at the end I will decorate it with a flower. That, by the way, I already posted that video, so I will share the link right here in the description box below so you can crochet this beautiful flower with me. So, what do you think? I hope that you all have enjoyed making this poncho with me. It is so easy. If you are starting and you are learning how to knit, I think that this project is perfect for you. Remember that you can wear it in different ways, maybe like this, in diagonal, or you can use it with the flower in the back or in front, or even you can use something else to decorate like a brush or bottom or something else, whatever you want. And remember that also you can make your own combinations and you can create your own version too. I think that this stitch is very useful too for any other project that you have in mind. Remember that I want to invite all of you to subscribe, to follow me in all my social media, and to share this video if you like it. And if you need to sell, well, I think that this idea is perfect because it's so easy and fast, and I'm sure that all your clients and all your friends will love it. Also, as a gift, I think that it's an amazing idea. Well, thank you so much for staying with me until the end of the video, and as I told you, please don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. See you soon and take care. Bye!